is Sopa Poo Poo Zavadilly. It's still 2021, barely. I am actively diseased, but I will push through it because I have a deadline to meet. And this is Trend Watch 2021.
Trend Watch 2021 with me, Sopa Poo Poo Zavadilly.
Now, if you're unfamiliar with what Trend Watch is, it is this show, which I have been doing every year since 2018, except for 2019, because trends only exist in the years that I remember to make a show about them. But with that being said, let's get on to the trends.
Trend.
So for our first trend, we have to make a treacherous hike to the bathroom. We are now in the bathroom. So now that we have made it to the bathroom, I can tell you about our first trend. I'm just gonna go off the camera and then come back on so it's more dramatic. For all too long in our society, we have decided that the best way to take a shower is to get naked and just go for it. But that leaves you vulnerable, not only to hackers, but also to your family who could walk in and see you. So I propose a new method, a new trendy method. Showering with all your clothes on. So to demonstrate how good a method this is, I'm going to go put on my showering outfit and we can all take a shower together.
Putting on my showering outfit to protect me from the dangers of internet predators and others. Wearing shoes even though I never wear shoes. Cause internet predators. And now I'm done. Now I'm done.
Let's go take a shower. We gotta say no to that. I have to censor it for the internet, but uh-oh. I am so excited for this shower. It is going to be so good. Wow! This is a very good shower. I am living the life. On to the next trend.
Transition.
For many, 2021 was a year of self-discovery. People learned all kinds of things about themselves, like that they like to knit or that they have chlamydia. Those are two options. And when you are a self-actualized human being, you want people to know, unless you don't, which in that case, this trend isn't for you. But that brings us on to our next trend, oversharing with strangers. I will now provide a dramatic interpretation of what oversharing to strangers may look like in the real world. Hey, nice to meet you. How's it going? Well, to be honest, it's not going great. Both my dog and my uncle have a plethora of health conditions, so I had to give both of them suppositories today. Up the butthole, 'cause that's where you put those things. I also have a UTI from showering with all my clothes on. So it burns when I pee. How are you doing? I'm good. As you can see, oversharing to strangers is great and will make them like you a lot. 10 out of 10 trend.
Next trend.
Our next trend has absolutely nothing to do with the outfit I am currently wearing, but I am always in pursuit of the hashtag swag life, so I am wearing it nonetheless. But with that being said, our next trend is eating things that aren't food.
Eating things that aren't food?
There are so many things in this world that we could be eating, but aren't. Like pencils, leaves, rocks, plastic bags. And with climate change and stuff, we're probably all gonna have to start eating these things eventually. So why not get ahead of the trend and start eating this stuff now? So to demonstrate, I will now be consuming each of these items.
Consuming the items?
So I'm gonna start off by trying the pencil. I did used to eat these as a child, so as you can see, the eraser is already gone, but I'm just gonna take a little nibble. That's quite tasty. Now we're gonna move on to the rock. This is a personal favorite of mine. Very crunchy, very nice. This one is not super digestible, so you probably have to swallow it whole if you don't want to break your teeth. But I like the sound it makes. And now the leaf. I found it outside on the ground, so it should be pretty good. Okay. No. And that concludes the consumption of the non-food items. Overall, it was a 10 out of 10 experience, and I would recommend this to everyone. Now, I did decide to not eat the plastic bag because my brain told me no. So, to make up for it, I will now show you a video of me on a different occasion eating dirt. I hope you can forgive me for failing you, but this video is good.
This trend is now over and it's time for another trend.
In 2021, testing your fate was a total trend, I guess. So that brings us on to our next trend, which is listening to Don McLean's hit song, American Pie, on repeat in the airplane. Flying is already a stressful experience, so why not make it worse by having a constant reminder in your ear that people sometimes die a terrible death doing it. As you're hurling through the air in that big metal wing thing, pop your earphones on to American Pie by Don McLean, the plane crash song. You'll be glad you did. Or you won't. Just do it. Trend! For our next trend, we're giving a huge shout out to big corporations and their weird commercials that they make in an attempt to sell their product, which don't actually make any sense to the product they're trying to sell. So with that being said, our next trend is weird commercials that make absolutely no sense to the product you're trying to sell. Let's watch one now.
Family is cool. I have one. But some people aren't so lucky. Some people have cats and dogs. And some people's family members die in plane crashes. I know my great uncle did. But we don't have to get into that. This is a lighthearted commercial about family. Speaking of clocks. Notice how mine doesn't go tick-tock? That could be because it's out of batteries. Or it could be because time is an illusion and nothing around us is real. Okay, different topic. What are friends for? Oh look, it's my feet. Okay, the commercial is over now. And now, a message from our sponsor. Peace and love and happy holidays from your local bail bondsman. I hope that you will get in trouble with the law and do business with us in 2022. Hats off to you. Goodbye.
Well, that has been all of the trends, which means we have now reached the end of the video. Peace and love and Happy New Year's. I hope you do crime in 2022, and always remember that there is a man in your community who is willing to provide you with predatory lending if you cannot pay bail. This is Sopapupu Zavadili signing out. Goodbye.